Hey guys, it's me Vicstar123, and you'll have to excuse me for this past week and a half. These videos, I absolutely hate listening to the editing because I can't fucking breathe through my nose right now. That sounded a bit odd, but that's besides the point. This little while, it sounds like I've been shitting on fucking the boys, and I really do like the TV show. I've liked the show for years. Okay, I went through COVID, waiting to see when shit's gonna happen. Alright, I tweaked out from 2022 to damn near 2025, but obviously it wasn't that late. I'm exaggerating. It felt like a long ass time between seasons. I really wanted this show to do good. I have even said in every single episode I released that I still have hope for the finale and that I really hope it turns out well. And you know what? I think that it has the potential to land. Now, I understand this makes me look crazy because I pointed out a lot of inconsistencies, but I don't think it's very hard to nail this landing. And I think it's largely due to the good faith that they built up in earlier seasons. Let's look at the two main things that we need to happen, right? We need Homelander to finally snap, lose his public image. Then, secondly, we need that big fight between him and Butcher, no matter what. Those are the two things that we need. Those are both very achievable. Homelander has been set up in a position where he's proclaiming to be God. He's calling for the purge of non-believers. Very easily they can have it where they're in a church in the next episode, in the very beginning, and this is him announcing himself as God, announcing that he's now immortal and shit like that. And there are people in the crowd, or there are starlighters that they've brought, and he's just gonna kill them publicly. And then the public's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? This is not what God would do. They take it back. They're like, you are not the man I thought you were. And then he's like, what? Lasers them all. Like everybody in one wave or some shit like that. That would be good. We'd be like, oh, sick, finally. Then he can go crazy. He can kill a bunch of people. Who knows? He might even end up killing the Deep. I was thinking about it. I really want Starlight to be the one to kill the Deep, but she hasn't won a fight ever. So they have to do that in a convincing way, and I don't know if they got that in their locker, to be honest with you. So, I don't know, maybe the Deep just shows up and pathetically begs for his job or something like that, and Homelander's just like, you're a fucking bum, and kills him. And the other thing that needs to happen is the Homelander and Butcher fight. Very achievable. They very clearly hinted that we're gonna get the White House fight between the two of them. I'm sure Butcher won't be alone because he can't fight Homelander one-on-one. There's no fucking clone that's gonna take care of Homelander for him, so he is gonna need everybody, but I'm assuming that Butcher and Homelander will be depowered, and that's the only way he beats Homelander, because realistically, bro, he's not beating Homelander for shit. That V1 Homelander is gonna be different, okay, and he knows that. Even before the V1, when he was just regular, Butcher was not beating Homelander. So they really do have to find a way to depower him, and I'm assuming Kimiko can depower him, but I don't know. I don't trust it. There's no way it's that easy. There's no way she does radiation for a day and she can just depower the strongest person in that universe. Something's gonna go wrong, but maybe this is where Marie comes in and she manipulates his blood. I would love for that to be her inclusion. The whole Project Odessa thing and the entire of Gen V in general set her up as this major character, which they've very clearly abandoned. But yeah, those are the two main things you need. And realistically, assuming they carry those out on a pretty epic scale where lots of people die, lots of carnage happens, it's gonna be fun. Like, people are going to say, hey, that was fucking cool. And I would agree with them. I think that's really all that needs to happen. Now, aside from that, character ends are, of course, very important. I'm personally of the opinion that Butcher should die at the end of this series, and so should Homelander. I think they're kind of just two sides of the same coin. Obviously, Butcher's supposed to be the guy that we're rooting for, and we obviously are. We want Homelander dead. But Butcher is not a good guy either. So I don't really think he should live. I think he should be given his whole life for this goal. Both of them should die. The question of who kills him is very different. Yeah, he could die upon going fucking 12 rounds fighting Homelander, but I want Huey to kill him. This is where my own script writing comes in. I think that Butcher should be thrown over the edge. I don't know what makes him snap and go crazy, but Homelander's gotta do something. I don't know, maybe fucking, I don't know, talks about Becca or something, or fucking he kicks Terror's ass. I don't fucking know. He did that in the comics, but I don't know. He does something, and I want Butcher to get mad as shit. And I want him to become the final villain. I want him to be a terrorist, okay? Basically, I just want them to be on two flip sides. I've said this before. I basically want Homelander to end up as a human and this pathetic shell of himself, because that's, of course, what he looked down upon. Butcher absolutely despised superheroes and how they just parade around with their power and face no consequences. And I think that Butcher should end up like that. He becomes super powerful and he is trying to kill all the soups. He wants to do the fucking soup virus mass release. I want Huey to be the one to kill him. Will that happen? Probably not. And I know why. Last episode, the way they set things up with Kessler, Huey, and Butcher. They've basically made it so that Butcher is committing to the anti-hero, morally gray kind of character. He's not going to die. Probably not. And if he does, it would be like a very emotional, oh, Huey, I gave it all I got. Holy shit, that was a terrible accent. I'm so sorry. I think it would be him dying after a Homelander battle, but I don't think he's gonna turn evil, and it's really just because of what Kessler was talking about and sacrificing his team for his goal and things like that. Seeing as that's what they focused on for his character right now, it's going to be a situation where he does the opposite, and either it culminates in his death or maybe he fucking fakes his death. I don't know. If they do the scene where he fakes his death and then they do a time skip and it's like he's there with Alfred in fucking Greece. Yo, if they do the Christopher Nolan Batman and they end it with Butcher on a random island at the end of the series, and it's just like, I got them. Huey, I'm not really dead. I'm so bad at these, bro. Holy shit. Look, these are my final predictions. I think Homelander's gonna die. He's gonna lose his powers before he dies because we're gonna see that pathetic version of him. Butcher's gonna kill him. Now it's either Butcher dies or Butcher lives, but everybody thinks he's dead. I think the rest of the team's gonna get a good ending. MM's gonna go and be a family man. You know, in the episode 7, he was talking to Starlight and he was sounding normal again, so he'll be good. He'll be fine. Huey and Annie, they're gonna get a happy ending as well. Huey's not dying. That guy's the main character. People forget because I think the writers forgot. Huey is the main character. Okay, and even though they basically make him a different person each season, he is still the main character, and he's gonna live. He's gonna get a good ending. I don't know. I really want Starfire to kill the Deep. That's also something I'm worried about because they haven't done well to make her seem like she can. She lost the fight to Oh Father. If we really look at it from a writing standpoint, she should be the one to kill the Deep, and it should be like a public embarrassing thing because they accuse Starlight of lying about that and sleeping her way into the 7. So if in some way they're able to actually expose the Deep and kill him, that would be perfect. But they also have to do it in a way where it makes sense, because let's be real, man, Starlight winning a fight is very unbelievable. I'm sorry. But I do think what we're gonna see for the future is Ryan is gonna become a mainline hero along with the Gen V people, because those guys were the university students, and by now, with experience in this great war and oh my god, they stopped Homelander, they'll become the main guys. Maybe that's where they set up another spin-off. Stan Edgar's gonna take over, and maybe that's what we see in The Boys Mexico. I don't know if that show's still happening, but if it does, we'll probably be seeing a lot of these characters again if they live, especially Ryan. I feel like they focused a lot on Ryan, and then for season 5 they just fucked off. They don't care about him, so maybe they try and rectify that in their spin-off. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm probably pretty fucking ass at this, I'm not gonna lie, because I was speaking to a couple friends about it and this was all I got. I was looking just talking shit and I was like, that's what I do on here anyway. So hopped on here. What day is it? May 14th. So if I'm right in a couple days, I don't know. All right, you guys know the deal. Leave a like, subscribe. They're basically saying that if you don't like and subscribe, you get 52 years of bad luck and chlamydia. But yeah, that's pretty much it.